Jurisprudence, the Chief Justice has been invited in very many parts of the world to give lectures and address important audiences and institutions, including universities, Andrews University in the United States, Harvard University in the United States, as well as Oxford University in the United Kingdom. The Chief Justice has been bestowed with honorary doctorate degrees from Andrews University in the United States, as well as Daystar University in Kenya. The Chief Justice also serves as the chairman of the Judicial Service Commission, and for the 4 years, 3 months that he's been in office, the Chief Justice has chaired 93 JSC meetings, has recommended for appointment a total of 69 judges, has recruited a total of 111 judges, magistrates, and judicial officers, appointed 94 judicial staff, processed and concluded 172 cases and complaints of judicial officers, promoted a total of 542 judicial officers and staff. The Chief Justice is also chair of the National Council on the Administration of Justice. During his term, the CJ has been given several awards, including the C.B. Madan Award, as well as being named the Jurist of the Year by the International Commission of Jurists in 2017. New Africa, which is an influential magazine in the continent, named Chief Justice Maraga as the 6th most influential public officer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure now to invite the man of the moment, Kenya's 14th Chief Justice, David Kenani Maraga, to make his final statement.
My Lord, the Chief Justice of the Deputy Chief Justice and Acting Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, my Lords, the judges of the Supreme Court, the judges of the High Court, the judges of the other courts here present, and judicial officers, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I stand here today full of gratitude and appreciation as I say goodbye to the judiciary after about 18 years of service to the people of Kenya. During this time, I have served first as a judge of the High Court, a judge of the Court of Appeal, and finally, as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. A time has come for me to say goodbye. I want to start by thanking God Almighty for the opportunity He gave me to serve the people of Kenya and the guidance He provided as I carried out my duties. You will recall, my fellow Kenyans, that in my interview for the position of Chief Justice, given the fact that the Supreme Court must hear and determine presidential election petitions within 14 days, I was asked a question whether I would sit on Saturday, my Sabbath day. I understood the question to require of me to make a choice between getting the job of Chief Justice and living by my faith. I determined to live out my faith, and I said I would not sit on Saturday. Thereafter, in accordance with these steadfast promises, God took over. The rest is history. He gave me the job and fought all my battles throughout the term I served as Chief Justice of this Republic. I don't know how to express my gratitude to him for considering me worthy of his marvelous grace and favors. A special thanks goes to my dear wife and the children behind me here. As well as my extended family. Throughout the term, the time I served, my dear wife and children and my family and friends, you bore the brunt of the attacks and the threats against me. I sincerely thank you, and I'm not taking that for granted. I also want to thank you, the people of Kenya, for your unwavering confidence in and support for me. Your solidarity in moments of great adversity and peril, and your steadfast defense in moments of trials and tribulations only strengthened my resolve and enabled me to serve you up to this day. Thank you to my dear colleagues, starting with the Deputy Chief Justice, my brothers and sister judges, with whom I had the distinct pleasure of serving in the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, and the High Court. My deep sense of gratitude also goes to all the judges, magistrates, caddies, judicial officers, and the staff of the judiciary, whose valuable support enabled me to satisfactorily discharge my duties. The milestones we have achieved in moving the judiciary transformation to where it is today is our collective achievement, for which I draw enormous pride. I want to add here my fellow colleagues and judges. The people of Kenya have constitutionally bestowed upon you to be the guardians of our Constitution, to uphold the rule of law. I have heard sometimes politicians say that they are better off because they are elected. I want to tell you that according to our constitutional architecture, they have no better power than what you have. It is the people of Kenya who gave you the judicial authority to exercise it for their own good. I want to urge that you don't let the people of Kenya down. I'm sure you live in this country and you have seen the drums of political war being beaten already. My colleagues, if you waver and do the wrong thing, and this country descends into chaos, God will never forgive you. So my urge to you is stand firm. Do the right thing. God and the people of Kenya will defend you. God and the people of Kenya have defended me up to now. He will defend you as well, as long as you do the right thing. And I'm sure you will do that. Having said that, I would also like to thank the Judicial Service Commission, that is the commissioners, the chief registrar, and all the commission staff. I know I pushed you very hard and made you sit very long hours and many times. Thank you for bearing with me. A special thank you also goes to the legal fraternity through the Law Society of Kenya and the justice sector, and in particular, the National Council on Administration of Justice. Your dedication to the rule of law and your unflinching demand for efficiency and equity in the administration of justice have been a source of motivation and inspiration to me. I want to thank you most sincerely. Let me also thank the executive and the legislature for the work we've been able to accomplish as equal arms of government in the service of the people of Kenya. I urge you to continue living by the constitutional edict of robust independence and a constructive interdependence, which the judiciary has embraced as a key philosophical and operational principle. A special thank you also goes to our development partners. Without your support, many of the judiciary programs would have ground to a halt. Please continue supporting the judiciary, which, as you are aware, is the beacon of hope for the people of this great country. Today, I want to assure the entire nation that I leave behind a strong judiciary, a professional and enthusiastic corps of judges and judicial officers, as well as staff who are deeply committed to the administration of justice, and an increasingly enlightened public whose confidence in and the demand for our services grows by the day. I urge you, fellow Kenyans, to continue giving the unwavering support to the judiciary, and in particular the judges and the magistrates who are making various decisions, and keep praying for them so that justice and the rule of law can continue flourishing in our country forever. We must continue to invest in a strong, independent, and fair judiciary, bearing in mind that sustained economic prosperity and the long-term political stability of this nation can only be guaranteed if the rule of law reigns. fellow Kenyans, once again, I want to thank you most sincerely for the support you have given me. And I trust that you will give the same support to the acting Chief Justice until my predecessor is appointed, and thereafter continue to give the judiciary support to uphold the rule of law in this country. Without the rule of law being held in this country, nobody will be safe, and we will all be the loser. Say no to impunity and maintain the rule of law. May God bless you abundantly. May God bless our beloved country, Kenya. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chief Justice, for that statement. We are going to the next phase of the ceremony, where the Chief Justice is going to hand over a set of 3 items to signify the transfer of authority from the retiring CJ to the acting CJ as provided for under Section 5(4) of the Judicial Service Act. So the Chief Registrar will hand over. First is the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. The first to be handed over is the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, one of the 3 original versions that were promulgated on 27th of August 2010, and which is the bedrock of this country. That is the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya,